Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 3 here on Serious Gaming. So there are... And let me set some markers. Okay, gonna do a bit of exploration, see if I can find some almanac pages. And get some viewpoints as well. The great city of Boston. Okay. Alright, gonna check that window. Up we go. And down we go.
Counts on them to provide the full range of peaceful living.
There we go. I got some purchase here. Now going down.
Hello again.
More almanac pages?
Well, not quite. It's a treatise, actually.
Oh? Concerning what?
The benefits of taking an older woman as a lover.
Really? This I'd like to hear.
First and most obvious, they're wiser. And so this makes for far more stimulating conversation. Makes other things more stimulating as well, but more on that in a moment.
All right. Your argument for experience makes some sense.
Second, when beauty fades, women must improve their utility, lest they be discarded and forgotten. Rare is an old woman who is not also kind, compassionate, and good.
That's something of a generalization.
But also true. Now, on to the third. Older women cannot conceive, which means one less thing over which to fret. In fact, you also decrease the chance of acquiring something like the French pox, its presence clearly visible, or the woman dead.
And should one desire a child?
Then make a young woman your wife. Let the older one be a mistress. And that brings me to my fourth point. With age comes prudence. An older woman is less likely to reveal your indiscretions.
Yes. I suppose you know quite a bit about that.
And proud of it, thank you. As to the fifth reason, because in every animal that walks upright, the deficiency of the fluids that fill the muscles appears first in the highest part. The face first grows lank and wrinkled, then the neck, then the breast and arms. The lower parts continuing to the last as plump as ever, so that covering all above with a basket, and regarding only what is below the girdle, it is impossible of two women to know an old from a young one. And as in the dark all cats are gray, the pleasure of corporal enjoyment with an old woman is at least equal and frequently superior, every knack being by practice capable of improvement.
You mad bastard!
Well, it's true, and believe me, I should know. I've sampled a great many. You should try one as well. Like a fine wine, they only improve with age. Although I suppose if left unattended too long, some have a tendency to sour. And that, my friend, is a most unpleasant experience. Better to work in a field often plowed, you know?
Is there more?
Indeed, indeed. The sixth is this. The sin is less. To take a maidenhead is a great responsibility. Mishandled, it can ruin lives. No such risk with an older woman. And this implies the seventh. Younger women are more given to compunction. Anxiety and unease are not present in the more aged and experienced. And as to the last of my reasons, well, it's really quite simple. Older women are so very grateful for the attention.
You make a compelling argument, Mr. Franklin. I might just have to run a few tests myself.
I highly recommend it.
Ah, yes.
Responded favorably to efforts to reduce strife between their people and ourselves. The Boston Gazette, a difference of penny.
Well, what can I say about that? He has a point, doesn't he? Not quite sure I'd embrace... Wait, what? Not quite sure I'd embrace his logic, but Benjamin Franklin was someone who used his fame for a lot of sex. I'm not even joking on this, that's huge amounts of sex. At any rate. 64. How can the sin be less, though?
For the amateur sailor or fishing enthusiast, Porter's light watercraft have the skill
At any rate,
you.
that was Benjamin Franklin and his idea of why you should date an old. Well, take one as a mistress. Why not? All right, going down. Now to see what they want. Hold on a second. Alright. He had stolen something, I guess. Well, a bit of money for myself. Does Benjamin Franklin have anything else he wants to tell me? Some greater wisdom he wants to impart on us mere mortals? Either way, now with the gang put together, we can go and deal with matters outside of Boston, specifically Silas. Put an end to him and his barbarous slaving ways. Of course, slavery is still very much accepted at this particular point, isn't it?
If I may, I was curious about your past with Braddock. You two clearly have a history.
Edward was one of us upon a time, and I considered him a close friend. He was brave and bold in ways few men are. But everything changed at the siege of Bergen-op-Zoom. We had lost the fortress to the French, and were in the midst of egress. There was a skiff hidden at the port with which we planned to make our escape. As we drew near, a young man and his family came upon us, begging for safe passage. I consented, but Edward refused. The young man called him Craven then. So Edward killed him and all the rest, even the children. To this day, I don't know why. Was this the first time he'd struck out? Or had I simply never seen it before? Either way, things were never the same after that. We campaigned together a few more times, but each outing was more disturbing than the last. He killed and killed. Enemy or ally, civilian or soldier, guilty or innocent. It mattered not. If he perceived one to be an obstacle, they died. He maintained that violence was a more efficient solution. It became his mantra. And it broke my heart.
I had no idea.
He hides it well, and intimidates into silence any who discover him. Those who persist have a tendency to find misfortune.
And we should stop him.
I suppose you're right. But I maintain a foolish hope that he might yet be saved and brought back round to reason. I know. It's a silly thing to believe that one so drenched in death might suddenly change.
I'm sorry to have brought this up. It was not my intent to sour you.
Nonsense. We are brothers now. There should be no secrets between us.
Should not be much longer.
So, a question for you. Why medicine?
I'm supposed to tell you I care for my fellow man, right? That I chose this path because it allows me to accomplish the greater good.
Are these things not true?
Perhaps, but that's not what guided me, no. For me, it was a less abstract thing. I like money.
There are other paths to fortune.
But what better ware to peddle than life? Nothing else is as precious nor so desperately craved And no price is too great for the man or woman who fears an abrupt and permanent end.
Your words are cruel, Benjamin.
But true as well.
You took an oath to help people, did you not?
I abide the oath, which makes no mention of price. I merely require compensation, fair compensation, for my services.
And if they lack the required funds?
Then there are others who will serve them. Does a baker grant free bread to a beggar? Does the tailor offer a dress to the woman who cannot afford to pay? No. Why should I?
You said it yourself. Nothing is more precious than life.
Indeed. All the more reason one should ensure they have the means to preserve it.
Very well then.
Gentlemen, I believe I found the solution to our problem. Or rather, Odysseus has.
How do you? Are you a new guy?
The Greek hero, you lobcock. Allow me to explain. We enter Silas' fort under the pretext of kinship. Once inside, we spring our trap, free the captives, and kill the slaver.
Dodgy, dodgy. I like it.
Then, let us begin. First, we need to find ourselves a convoy.
Be it so that the
Convoy should be here soon. We'll attack on my signal.
Understood, sir.
If we time this right, we can catch them all unawares.
The French commander de Jumonville in the Ohio country.
Okay then. Are you... There we go.
Charles, you and William serve as vanguard. Let no man reach us.
What about me?
You and John will follow from a distance and keep watch over us. I'll signal you when I have need of your services.
The French commander de Jumonville has
We're here to help you, along with those held inside Southgate Fort.
Free me.
Not until we're inside the gate. I can't chance an inspection of the gate going wrong. I'll see you safe. You have my word.
Jumonville has been killed in a clash of Royal and French forces in the Ohio country.
Do you know anything of Silas' operation? How many men we might expect? The nature of their defenses? You must be rather important to him if you were given your own escort.
Sir, we've enemies ahead. Shall I engage them?
No. Let Jonathan and Thomas take care of it.
As you wish.
I wish you'd trust us. Though I suppose it's only natural for you to be wary. So be it.
Identify yourselves! Where is Lieutenant Jones? What's the meaning of this?
Engage the enemy!
Boy.
Goddamn dogs.
Let no man reach up!
Looks like you're to meet the Reaper.
Okay then.
On your guard, men!
Fresh meat, eh?
Of course.
That's done.
Only say the word, and I'll cut them down.
One moment there.
Engage the enemy!
Come on, who's your officer? Looks like you're to meet the Reaper.
50 men? I think we've killed half of those already.
All clear!
It's not even a bonus objective. It's a main objective. Get to the fort without being detected. Where are we anyway? Let's see, outside of Boston.
Hold!
Evening, gentlemen.
State your business.
Delivery for Silas.
Go on then.
See? I'm freeing you just as I said I would. Now, if you'll allow me to explain. Let her go.
But she'll give us away.
No, she won't.
What's the plan?
Free the captives and avoid detection.
What of Silas?
He dies.
The decision is made.
Know when you're ready to strike.
Find and kill the general.
Greetings. How fares the watch?
Who are you?
Thomas Smith, newly recruited. Arrived from London just last week.
Prisoner? And you're to patrol with us? Who are you to
So
tell me what
said
to do?
Silas.
Good friend of Mr. Thatcher.
I assume it's all rather straightforward. Watch for disturbances. Ensure order is maintained.
You don't know, you don't need to. Do as you've been told and stay out of our way.
Of course. I assume it's quiet here most days?
On occasion we'll catch a smuggler trying to ferry caravan in the city. A small farm morning usually sets
A nice change of pace from the campaigning back home.
Why do you think so many of us volunteer? Good pay, safe work, a chance to friends see an end to that. I don't know. It seems content with each other. Sometimes I wonder if it's not we who provoke with our stories, expeditions.
Well, that was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? I need to get all of it. All of this sorted out. Okay. That's one done. Well, at least it saved some things. Alright, when this guy comes over here, I'll deal with him. I need to find the general, too. I'll dump his body in the water. Oh, okay, that was not ideal.
Oi, fellas. Apologies for me tardiness. Carter had me working late.
You know Carter?
Well,
Okay then. Let's keep going.
Stop slouching, soldier.
Beg pardon?
I said stop slouching.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
A good friend of Mr. Thatcher's.
Oh, I see. My apologies.
Take care with your tongue in the future.
Certainly, sir. Upon my honor.
Who have we got then?
What are you talking about?
Prisoners. Who are they? Prisoners?
Okay. Wait, did that just actually... What a save system this game has, doesn't it?
Stop
But I'll,
slouching, soldier.
What are you talking
I
about?
said
Prisoners.
I'll want to make sure though.
Who are you with?
I don't follow.
Lieutenant Wilkins?
No. Man named Cosgrove. Lieutenant Cosgrove.
I've not heard of him.
Cosgrove.
You see the chap with the gammy leg?
That's the one. That's the very man.
Saw action at Cologne, if memory serves. Put down the clans, he did.
That's Lieutenant Cosgrove. Hero.
Yeah, that's just great. Alright, let's just get the last of them. Did we kill the general? I guess it does count
Oi,
as...
fellas. Apologies for me tardiness.
Alright then. Get the slaves. Or would-be slaves.
An hour of quiet was all I asked. Instead, I'm awakened not 10 minutes later by this cacophonous madness. I expect an explanation, and it had best be good. How? How did this happen? My precious merchandise set free? It's unacceptable! Rest assured, I'll have the heads of those responsible, but first we clean up this mess! Seal the fort, kill any who try to escape. I don't care if they be one of us or one of them. To approach the gate is to be made a corpse. Am I understood?
Push them back!
Go on, Haytham.
There's still time for you to play. Well, not much.
A firing line.
Push them back!
Go on, Haytham. We'll hold back the guard.
Okay.
For the order! No mercy! For the order!
Okay, great. Yeah. I didn't even get the opportunity to avoid that firing line damage, sadly enough.
Push them back!
Go on, we'll hold back the target. That road! You shot!
Fighting skills like these is little wonder.
I'll deal with this, sir!
This is the best part.
For the order! No mercy! I'll deal with this, sir!
There's still time for you to play.
What the fuck? So it's like, oh, pick up an enemy to use it as a shield. Damn it.
Push them back.
Alright, forget fighting these guys.
Go on! We'll hold back the guard.
He's dead.
Ready your weapons! Take aim! Fire! Reload! Reload! Again! Kill anyone you do not recognize! He's here!
Benjamin!
Stop the interloper!
Glad to have you with
He's
us.
the one responsible.
I could use some help.
Kill him!
It's done.
Who are you? Name's Haytham Kenway. You don't know me, but I believe the two of you are well acquainted.
I made a promise to you, Silas. One I intend to keep.
What happens now?
We wait. But not for very long, I suspect. It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin. Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we'll begin our search. I'll meet you there.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I certainly can fast travel there. First and foremost, I think I'll go over there. Get out of my fucking way, fool. I've killed men for less. Far less. I wonder what would happen if I started butchering soldiers. So give money to the orphans or else they'll waste your time. Wonderful. Maybe it would be time to actually get out of the Animus. Speak with people in the modern world setting. See what they have to say. Still no almanac pages, unfortunately. Nothing yet so far. I guess they're in the city itself, though.
Support the community! St. Mary's will be raising funds to repair your door.
For the very best in firearms, you need but stop at one expedient location. Murray's has all patterns in stock.
Okay, then. I've gotten most of the viewpoints in Boston. Okay, then.
Yes? Just thought I'd, say hi.
You have more important things to do right now.
Jesus, Dad.
What? What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Hi, son. How are you? What have you been up to?
I know what you've been up to. Nothing. You wasted away in some shitty apartment with a pointless job, while the rest of us were out there fighting to make a difference.
You are such an asshole. Oh, you thinking about hitting me again? Because this time, I will hit back.
Let's just get back to work, okay?
What are you working on?
Lots of different stuff. If you're going into the field, we need a way to keep tabs on you and stay in touch. Hacking into local security systems won't cut it.
Thanks.
For what?
I don't know. Everything. You've sacrificed a lot for me, you and Sean both. I mean, you upgraded the Animus, you helped train me, pulled me out of that coma. You put all that work into the database and helped me solve Clay's puzzles. I know I haven't been the easiest person to work with, and I'm sorry for that. I just want you to know that even if I'm shitty at showing it, I appreciate everything you've done.
I think there is something to be done here. Okay. Okay.
Stop wasting time.
Would you look at that?
What is it?
If I had to guess, I would say it's a counter. And judging from the iconography, I think it's safe to say when that's emptied, the end begins. Honest answer, please, Desmond. Do you think we're getting out of this alive?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty tall order. If the first Civ couldn't save the world, how the hell are we supposed to swing it?
We have some time.
We have less than 2 months. They had decades and a lot more resources. And the worst part is we knew this was coming for, what, hundreds of years?
History repeats, it seems. The first Civ was so busy with their war against us, no one even noticed what was happening. We get advance warning and then fall to fighting with the Templars. Lovely.
Hopefully, whatever's behind that door will make a difference.
And if it doesn't, well, at least we tried.
Alright, it's closed off. Yeah. Okay, back into the Animus. There's nothing over here of interest, of any kind of interest. Okay, Costin signing out. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.